Hey guys, it's Kara, and I'm from thatbeautyaddict.com, and today I want to talk to you about sanitizing your makeup. So let's get started. So as most of you know, right now we have the coronavirus taking over the world, and everybody's worried about keeping themselves clean and washing their hands and carrying around hand sanitizer. I'm going to take it one step further because, especially if you're a makeup artist, which most of you, if you are a makeup artist, you already know this, you need to make sure you are cleaning your makeup and your brushes, especially if you are using them on your customers. You need to be cleaning your makeup and your brushes to keep them bacteria free and germ free. But also for yourself, if you're not a makeup artist, this is something you might want to do as well, just to prevent yourself from contaminating your makeup. Because let's face it, you know, most of us, if you have a cold, you go to work. It doesn't prevent you from going to work. It doesn't prevent you from going out and doing the things that you want to do or have to do. And if you're a woman, most of us are going to put our makeup on. So think about it. You're putting your makeup on, you're sneezing, you're coughing, you're putting lipstick on, you're infecting your makeup. If you have a little bit of an eye problem and you're putting eyeshadow or mascara on, most likely you're infecting your eye makeup. So in order to keep that from happening, I'm going to show you some ways to sanitize your products and your brushes so that your makeup will last longer and you won't have to worry about infecting your makeup with your cold or your illnesses or any bacteria that's out there. So the first thing I want to talk about is washing your brushes. So what I like to do is, there's two things you can do. I use Unique's brush cleaner that I sell on my website, thatbeautyaddict.com. What I like about this is it's a quick fix. So whether you are a makeup artist or even on yourself, you spray it in a tissue like this, and I'm going to take one of my dirty brushes, and you go like this, and you wash the brush. It takes the makeup off, and it also dries the brush within a few seconds. So if, say, you are doing makeup on somebody and you need to clean the brush quickly because you have to use the brush on another customer, you don't have to worry about drying time. It's going to dry very quickly, and then you'll be able to use it on your next client. Or if it's just on yourself, maybe you're changing different colors, and maybe if you don't have enough brushes to kind of play, you might be using the same brush. You don't want to dip a brush into a color and then dip it into another color, and then eventually you're not going to know what's on your brush and your face is going to look confused. You're going to have a lot of makeup going all over the place and it's not going to make any sense to you. So you can actually do this with yourself. You know, you could put your, use a color, put it on your face, and then use your brush cleaner, clean it off. Look, see, there's like nothing coming off now. Like the other side is dirty. But now there's nothing really coming off because I've really cleaned my brush. There might be a little bit more on this one because this one is the bigger side that I used. So you just keep going like this until your bristles are clean. And now my bristles are clean, and I can go and use it on somebody else or on myself again. And the good way to check is to go like this on your hand, and it's dry. It's not wet. So you definitely want to get brush cleaner. Something like this to clean your brushes in between customers or for yourself, just as a quick clean. But once a week, I actually like to do a different cleaning on my brushes. And this is something my company doesn't sell, but you can get it on most professional makeup websites. I believe I got this particular product on, I think it was Camera Ready Cosmetics. If it wasn't Camera Ready, it was Friends, F-R-E-N-D-S, Friends. But it's by the London Brush Company, and it's a brush shampoo. You can see that. It's actually a vegan brush shampoo. This I use once a week. The end of the week, usually it's on Sundays, because Sundays I always say is the day of rest, and I don't always wear makeup on Sundays, or if I do, it's very minimal, unless I'm going to like a wedding or something. But Sundays is kind of a chill day. And it looks like this. Actually smells awesome. This happens to be the lavender one. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your brush, your dirty brush, you're gonna rinse it with lukewarm water, and I'm gonna stand up and show you. You're gonna rinse down like this with lukewarm water. You don't ever want to put it under the faucet like this, because if the water gets in the furrow, that's what they call this part, it can actually loosen the hairs, and this can break off in the hairs. So always rinse down with the water. So get it wet, and then once your brush is wet, I go in here like this, work up a lather on my brush, scrub the brush, get it nice and soapy, and then rinse it out. You might have to do it more than once, depending on how dirty or saturated your brush is, but that's where this comes in. I like to do this first to get some of the heavy stuff off, and then I go in with my brush shampoo at the end of the week, get them really spanking clean, and it even makes the brush feel so soft. So definitely you want to do this too, because this actually makes the brush feel really soft, but you need this for those quick, gotta wash my brush quickly, but I need to be able to use it right away. Whereas when you use the brush shampoo, you're gonna have to leave this to dry overnight. It's not gonna be dry. You can't use it right away. So that's the difference between the two brush cleaners, but I do recommend them both. This quickly cleans and sanitizes and dries quickly. This one, you're gonna have to let it dry overnight, but this will condition the hairs on the brush and keep them soft. So these are definite must-haves. This you can get on my website, thatbeautyaddict.com. This you can get either on Friends or Camera Ready Cosmetics. Even Morphe. Morphe has their own. I've used Morphe's brush shampoo. It's actually very good. So that's one thing, okay? You're gonna make sure your brushes are clean. The other thing is you wanna clean your palettes, your eyeshadow palettes. I just happened to do my eyeshadow in these today. You wanna clean the palette when you're done using it. This I believe I got this from Friends, but like I said, they have it at Alcone, they have it on Camera Ready Cosmetics. It's called Beauty So Clean, and this is like a mini one. This one I carry around with me, but I also have a larger one that I use when I'm doing a makeup show or I'm doing a customer. I kind of spray down all my palettes with it. This you can use on all your eyeshadow palettes. You can use this on your blushes. You can use it on your foundations, your cream foundations or cream blushes. You probably could use this on lipsticks, but I prefer to use rubbing alcohol, and we'll get to that in a second. But anyway, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go like this. Here's my palette, and you're gonna go like that and spray it. And then take a Kleenex, a clean Kleenex, and I'm just going to go down and wipe the first layer off. just kind of clean up here a little bit where I went a little too far wiping. But that's it. That's it. Looks brand new now. But that's all you're going to do. So I like to do this before I do a customer. I like to spray my palettes and wipe them down, take the first few layers off. And then after I use the shadows, I do it again. Give it a spray. I keep my sprayer a few inches away. Spray it, let it sit for a second, and then wipe it off. And then it's clean. It's ready to go. So I like to do that. Like I said, I like to do it when I'm doing a customer. I do it before and after. Even though it might already be clean, I like to take the precaution. I do it before, wipe it down. Then I do it after I use it on the client and wipe it down. On myself, I know my palette is clean. I know the next time I use this, I've already cleaned it. But I take a little bit extra precaution with a customer. So, but this is called Beauty So Clean. And like I said, this is the travel size, but they make it in a bigger size. And that's the one that I carry around when I'm doing customers or shows. This one is just for me. I use it for my own personal stash. So this is how you're going to clean your, like I said, your shadows, your powder blushes, your cream blushes, your cream foundations, your powder foundations, any powder or creams really you can use this with. Now let's talk about lipsticks and liners and even eyeliner. Although I probably would use this on the eyeliner. I probably would. But for lips, I want to use something a little stronger. And what I like to use is 70% rubbing alcohol. I put a little in a cup, or if you don't have a cup available, you can use a tissue. Okay? You're going to put some in a tissue like this, if you don't have a little cup to dip it in. And then you're going to take your lipstick and you're going to clean it with the alcohol. And then I like to clean it off. Clean the alcohol off of it. Just like that. So, like I said, either you can get like a little Dixie cup or a little shot glass cup, fill it up a little bit halfway with the 70%. You can dip the lipstick in, pull it out, wipe off the alcohol, and then use it on your customer. And then when you're done using it on your customer, you're going to do it again. You're going to dip, wipe, clean it, put it back. On yourself, I would do it once. You don't have to do it twice. I do it once because this is clean already. So the next time I use it, I know it's clean because once again, it's my own personal stash. So the next time I go to use it, when I'm done, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the alcohol, going to clean it really good, and then I'm going to wipe off the alcohol, wipe off a few layers. And that's how you're going to clean your lipsticks. Keep them sanitary. You're going to do the same thing with eyeliners and lip liners. Eyeliners, what I like to do, with eyeliners, I have a problem with using alcohol because if you don't get all the alcohol off right away and then you're putting it on somebody's eye, I don't know. I have issues with that. And I am personally very sensitive, my eyes, so I wouldn't want to do that. So I prefer to use my Beauty So Clean. Okay, what I'm going to do, spray it in the tissue, take my eyeliner pencil and wipe really good. And then I like to go and sharpen my pencil after I've wiped. Sharpen it really good. And then go back in and wipe it again. And now it's sharpened and it's clean. So what you're going to do, once again, take your Beauty So Clean. You can either spray it directly on the pencil or spray it on the tissue. Wipe. Then you're going to sharpen it. And then I go back in and I wipe it again, and then I dry it off. And now my eye pencil is clean. Lip liners do the same thing, but I'm probably most likely going to use the 70% alcohol. Only because, you know, your lips, your mouth is going to be a lot more dirty than anything else. So it's okay to use this. But just make sure you wipe it off really well. And if it's a lip liner, you're going to do the same procedure. You're going to wipe really good with the alcohol. You're going to sharpen off the few layers, wipe it again, and then dry it so that it's sanitized. So that's what you're going to do with the lip liner. So anyway, I hope that clears up any questions that anybody might have about keeping your makeup and your makeup tools sanitized. Also too, if you have those silver palettes that makeup artists use, where you take makeup or foundations and you put different products on the silver palette and you use it like an artist palette when you're doing somebody's makeup. I would use 99% alcohol to wash that down. This is 70%. This is 70%, but that's because anything I use this for is for the mouth. 90% is a little strong. I prefer to use that on anywhere where you're doing makeup and you need the surface clean, as well as those silver palettes or spatulas, anything you're using and dipping in makeup and putting makeup on, that I would use 99% alcohol. So you should always have that in your kit, or if you are somebody that's using these little utensils, you should have it laying around and wipe them down really well with that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share my video. With everything going on in the world right now with coronavirus and flus and everything else, I felt that it was necessary to take it one step further. And while professionals are telling us how we can keep well and keep viruses and illnesses from spreading or getting to us, let's talk about how we can keep our makeup sanitized as well. So anyway, if you have any questions, my information will be below. You can contact me. I hope you found my video helpful, and I hope to talk to y'all soon, and I hope you stay well. Bye.